Good afternoon to everyone at today's public hearing that is conducted by Panel B of the Prosecutor Vetting Commission. My name is Virginia Moraru, chairperson of Panel B, and I declare this session to be open. The Prosecutor Vetting Commission is established under Law number 252 on the external evaluation of judges and prosecutors. The law establishes expressly that this commission will undertake an ethical and financial evaluation of prosecutors who are identified in Article 3, Paragraph 1 of this law as subjects of the evaluation. The panel conducting this hearing consists of 3 members and has been constituted to conduct the evaluation pursuant to Article 15 of Law number 252 of 31st of May 2024. I'm joined in this hearing by my colleagues on this panel, Mr. Cornel Lebedinsky, national member, and Irmantas Mikelionis, international member, connected via video conference. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the provisions of Article 16 of the law mentioned above, as well as the Commission's rules of procedure for evaluation under Law 252. The subject of today's hearing is Grigore Clevadî, a prosecutor in the Anticorruption Prosecutor's Office, subject of the evaluation in accordance with the provisions of Article 3, Paragraph 1, letter E, and Paragraph 3. Mr. Clevadî, hello and welcome. Hello. The panel is also assisted by, during the entire process of evaluation, by members of its secretariat. This hearing is open to the public and members of the media, and the hearing will be conducted with interpretation in Romanian and English. To allow for accurate interpretation, please speak slowly and clearly when you will be taking the floor. Also, in accordance with the provisions of Article 16, paragraphs 3 and 4 of Law 252, the hearing is being recorded by audio and video means. The recordings of this public hearing will be available online on the Commission's website within 3 days after the hearing. At the end of the hearing, Mr. Clevadî, you will be given the opportunity to make a closing statement if you would like to do that. I will start by briefly reviewing the evaluation process conducted by the panel for the subject present today at the hearing. The Commission initiated its evaluation process regarding the subject on 24th of May 2024 by notifying the subject by email and asking him to complete and return the declaration of assets and personal interests for the last 5 years, which includes the list of close persons working in the judiciary, prosecution, and public service, as well as a questionnaire, an ethics questionnaire, as provided for in Article 12, paragraphs 3 and 4. Mr. Clevadî, you return to the Commission the required documents duly completed, signed, and accompanied by the related annexes within the prescribed deadline on 12th of June 2024. Also, pursuant to the provisions of Article 12, paragraph 5 of the law, by submitting the declarations and the questionnaire referred to in paragraph 3, the subject of the evaluation declares under their own responsibility the veracity and completeness of the data submitted and consents to the processing of personal data. Following the random distribution of the evaluation file among the Commission's evaluation panels in accordance with the procedure set out in Article 17 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure, the evaluation file on the subject was distributed to Panel B. On August 16, 2024, you were informed by email of this fact, including of the right to request the recusal of members under the conditions set out in Article 10 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure. Mr. Clevadî, you did not request during the evaluation the recusal of any member of the Commission. Also, during the evaluation, the Commission collected information on the subject and the persons close to the subject in order to establish the subject's compliance with the ethical and financial integrity criteria as established in Article 11 of Law 252. The Commission obtained information from different sources, such as the National Integrity Authority, the State Fiscal Service, the General Inspectorate of the Border Police, the Superior Council of Prosecutors, Customs Service, public services agency, as well as other public and private institutions, inclusively financial and banking institutions and open sources. The panel reviewed and assessed the information collected for its relevance and reliability during the evaluation. Thus, with reference to the problems and ambiguities identified in the assessment process from the information collected, inclusively those presented by you, mentioned above, the panel sent questions of clarification and requested additional information and confirmation documents. In this regard, the subject responded to 3 rounds of clarification questions submitted on 29th of April, 7th of August, and 8th of September this year. You answered these rounds of questions within the deadline and submitted the requested documents. In accordance with our Article 16, paragraph 1 of the law 252, and Article 2 of the Commission Rules of Procedure, if on the basis of the information collected and verified, the panel has no doubts as to whether the subject meets the integrity criteria, he or she will send the subject a written notification and shall schedule a hearing at least 10 days after the date of notification, and the subject may decide whether or not to attend the hearing. In the absence of new information, the Commission will adopt an assessment report with the proposal for promotion. Thus, on October 6th this year, the panel notified you that it had completed the assessment and did not identify any doubts regarding the ethical and financial integrity according to the criteria set out in Article 11 of Law 252, which would be discussed at a hearing, and also invited you to participate in a public hearing. Mr. Clevadî, you confirm receipt of notice on the same date and attendance at the hearing, at today's hearing, and at the same time requested access to the evaluation file materials. On October 10 of this year, the Secretariat submitted and forwarded to you the materials of the evaluation file in accordance with the provisions of Article 28, paragraph 4 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure. Mr. Clevadî, in the light of above mentioned, I'd like to ask 2 general questions. Do you wish to make any additions, if you have any, or corrections to the information and answers you have provided up until now to the Commission and panel during the rounds of questions, or possibly to the documents submitted? I have no additions to make. And are the answers you gave in the rounds of questions, as well as the information indicated in the declaration for the last 5 years, the assets declaration, the declaration of assets and personal interests, and the ethics questionnaire, still accurate and up to date as of today? Yes. Mr. Clevadî, the evaluation process regarding you has finished. The panel will issue the evaluation report as soon as possible in compliance with the deadlines within maximum 30 working days to the Superior Council of Prosecutors. And if you'd like to make a brief closing statement, we now give you this opportunity. Yes, thank you. I'd like to thank the Commission for objectivity and for the suggestion to pass the evaluation, and I wish best of luck to all the colleagues that will follow. Thank you. Thank you for your patience in this process while providing the answers to the rounds of questions, and we wish you best of luck in your daily work. Have a great day, and I declare this session closed.